I am ready whenever you are set.
Okay. State your full name.
Ethan Riley Koch.
All right, Mr. Koch. All right, the state is alleging 2 charges against you. One of them is a felony and one of them is a misdemeanor. The felony charge is aggravated harassment under the domestic violence statute. That is a Class 6 felony. The misdemeanor violation is a Class 1, and it is use of electronic communication device to harass, and that is also filed under the domestic violence statute. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for a preliminary hearing on the 13th of February. The preliminary hearing is for the felony allegation, and that hearing is scheduled for 4 o'clock, and it's to determine if there's probable cause to charge you with that felony allegation. If probable cause is found, then your case will bind over to the Gila County Superior Court. If probable cause is not found on that felony allegation, then that charge may dismiss. There's a possibility that the case will go in front of a grand jury. If that does occur, you'll be notified by mail that you do not need to appear in court on that court date, but we don't know that as of today. So the best thing for you to do is to check a business day ahead to see if it's still proceeding or not. Your release conditions are as follows. Obey all orders of the court. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately if you have a change of address. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do not contact the alleged victim in any manner, and do not possess any firearms. Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So this is an allegation of you violating a court order. So there has already been an order by a judge, if not me, that you promised not to do those things, and you broke that. So therefore, I'm placing a $1,000 bond hold on you. You'll remain in custody unless you post that bond. Being that you're remaining in custody, it is only on the felony allegation, okay, not the misdemeanor. I'm releasing you on the misdemeanor. But you have the right to a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. So I'll send with your paperwork a financial questionnaire that if you would like to exercise your right to a court-appointed attorney at little or no cost to you, complete that financial questionnaire. The other thing that occurs is, being that you're held in custody on a felony, that the prosecutor must file a complaint against you within 48 hours of the date and time of this hearing. Okay? If they fail to file the complaint, you'll be released on your own recognizance and will not have to post that bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If the complaint does file and you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney and you wish to exercise that right, then that's the time the attorney will be signed upon filing of a complaint. If they don't file it, then it won't be addressed until later. The state has up to the statute of limitations, which is at or near 7 years, to file those formal charges against you if they don't do it within the 48 hours. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
Your Honor, so I'm on a 48-hour hold right now for them to make a complaint.
Correct.
But if I make that bond, do I still have to wait the 48 hours, or do I get out on bond?
No, you get out on bond. Anytime you post that bond, you'll be released on that. If you're having a hard time doing it, then the thing you might want to do is consider wait the 48 hours to see if a complaint files or not. Then you don't have to worry about posting the bond. But you can do whatever you like. If you want to post it immediately, or if you want to wait to the 48 hours to see. I saw that you were employed. It was a tough decision because I don't like people missing work, but since you already allegedly violated a previous court order, that means you're not doing what a judicial officer had told you to do. So that's why there's a concern here. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did I answer your question for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any other questions?
Will I be able to make this bond in cash, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions in that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all I've got for you then.
All right. Wait, can I make my bond?
Stand right here. State your full name for the judge.
Bryce Anthony Cormier.
All right, Mr. Cormier. All right, sir, the state is alleging one violation against you. That's a criminal violation of driving with a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license. Then there is some civil traffic offenses. So first I'll talk to you about the criminal traffic one. That is driving with a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license, a class 1 misdemeanor that you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial on. What I'd like to do, sir, is have an arraignment now unless you need time to think about it, but I'm trying to save you time that you don't have to come back to court.
Let's do that.
Okay, so with your permission, I need you to consent and waive your personal appearance, and we can do this by video. Do I have your consent?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the driving suspended, revoked, or canceled is a class 1 misdemeanor, has a maximum fine of $2,500, 6 months of jail, and or 3 years of probation. There is no jail time being sought for this case. The prosecutor would notify us if they were asking for jail time for your sentencing. So you're not facing that as a consequence, whether you go to trial and are found guilty, or whether you plead guilty or no contest, no jail time. Okay? Your options are to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. The difference between a guilty plea and a no contest plea is the following. If you plead guilty, you're admitting to the facts of the case and that you committed the crime. If you plead no contest, you're not admitting nor denying the facts of the case, but acknowledging the conviction. Both the guilty and the no contest show as a criminal conviction on your criminal history. Okay?
Okay.
If you plead not guilty, I'll schedule you to court for a pre-trial conference. That's where you'll meet with the prosecutor. They may present information from the police report or the actual police report for you and any other evidence that they plan on using at a potential trial at a later date. At the conclusion of that meeting, one of 3 things will occur. Number 1, that the case will in fact go to trial. Number 2, the case could enter a plea agreement that all parties agree on. Or number 3, the case could dismiss. Again, that's with a not guilty plea. You also have the right to an attorney. Since there's not any jail time, the court cannot appoint you an attorney unless you give another qualifying reason for that. So it's 2 requirements. Number 1 is you can't afford your own attorney, and then there must be a second requirement. 1 is jail time, but since I informed you that there is no jail time, that goes away. So you have to either waive the presence of an attorney, hire an attorney at your own expense, or provide the court with a reason that you need a court-appointed attorney. Do you understand?
I plead not guilty and talk to an attorney that I know about it?
Of course you can.
Can I do that?
Yes. All right, so I'll enter your not guilty plea and schedule you for a pre-trial conference, okay?
Okay, yeah. I didn't know my license was suspended.
All right, sir. So with that, You're not sure at this point if you're hiring an attorney or you're going to hire an attorney?
I can't really afford to hire an attorney, but I know an attorney I can
Okay,
talk to.
so
about
you'll
it.
go get maybe a consultation and then take his
Yeah.
advice and, all right,
That's
so
what
what
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna do is schedule your pretrial conference on a non-attorney day. Okay?
Okay.
So that gives you a chance to meet with whoever you need to talk to and get some counseling. If you
Thank you.
decide to hire an attorney on the case, please
Yeah.
notify us, because then we'll need to schedule you on a different date and I don't want to waste your time. Okay?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
So I'll get you a court date. I'll send it to you. It'll be on your paperwork of the next court date without the presence of an attorney unless you notify us otherwise.
Okay.
Now you have civil traffic offenses also that I'm going to keep in that and do a not responsible plea, so the whole thing can be talked about with your attorney, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any questions about anything we discussed?
Do I get to go home today?
Yes. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance with your agreement to show up to court as ordered and the following release conditions. Obey all orders of the court. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately of any address change. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. And then do not drive a vehicle on a public roadway unless you're licensed to do so. Do I have your promise to do that?
Yes.
And your promise to appear in court as ordered?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. We'll release you on your own recognizance then. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, that'll be all then.
Thank you.
You want me to send it to Mr. French?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Is that it?
Yep, that's all. I'll call you back on that third one since it just came in if I get to it. All right.
Okay. Thank
right.
you so much.
You bet.